Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, lively, elite in all three categories.
Kessler with it. Now defended by MP. Here's Collier. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Washington against Collins. Collins with some nice D.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Clarkson for three. The shot, no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
The Mavericks, 72. Bam, Jazz Youth, dance team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the floor for Dallas. MP out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the three. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Pass to Marshall. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Marshall's got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Sensabaugh. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. He kicks it to MP. Outside, Davis. Over in the corner, Marshall. Another three for Dallas.
Simply found the open man there because he read the defense. Well done by Davis.
Utah has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. George passes to Kessler. To the inside. Here's Sensabaugh. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Davis. Utah with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Kessler passes to Sexton. Looking to end the run. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving finds MP. Collins against Davis. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Sexton. And the rejection by Gafford. And there's the pass to Marshall. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Count that one. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Sexton against MP. George trying to break free. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Irving misses. For Utah, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
George against Irving. Pass to Sensabaugh. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Irving against Sexton. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far, utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Outside, George. The feed now to Collins. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Mavericks?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Takes it off the glass. Irving's got 13 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
George finds Sexton. Another miss by Utah.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The shot's good from Gafford.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Sensabaugh. And the rejection by Gafford.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Davis dishes to MP. Shot clock at 6. And another basket for Dallas.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Outside, Sexton. And George, here we go. And a missed layup.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
On its way from Irving for 2, and it's Dallas with another.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And it's blocked.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
George finds Kessler. MP against Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
How about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Right side Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Marshall. Sensabaugh no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Passes it to Gafford. Dallas moving the ball around. Now, here's Marshall. He's got 13. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Feeds to Davis. Kicks to Marshall. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, George. Over MP. The Jazz with another miss. And here are the Mavericks now. They've got Collins. George is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's George missing. Washington passes to Exum. Back to Washington. Pass to Exum. Washington with it. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.